I do think it's a trustworthy wine. Is it Australia's most trustworthy wine?
Gorgeous wine. What'd you give it? Corkscrews out of 10?
Oh, it's so reliable.
Well, it's so reliable, it's boring, is it?
Correct. That's the problem. Today, we're going to find out if St Henri from Penfolds is Australia's most trustworthy red wine. I'm Jason.
And I'm Trent, and we're here on an unapologetically unprofessional, unfiltered wine journey. We're saying it, Jace.
Our saying is drink more, try more, learn more. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Trent, what's been on your mind? I've just called you Trent. Trent, what's been on your mind?
There's the other Trent as well?
Yeah, that's right.
You've been cheating on me.
No, it's only one Trent.
Okay. Today, we're going to have the St Henri, and it's kind of tied in with that one. And I'll look at single vineyard versus multi-vineyard or multi-regional, and what's the difference? So I want to delve into that question, single versus multi. And there seems to be this trend on single vineyard wines. So we've gone to a lot of tastings and things on social media. It's always single vineyard, single vineyard. This is the best, this is the best. But then a lot of the iconic ones like St Henri and Grange are multi-vineyard, multi-regional. So the differences are multi-regional is different regions to create a good complexity and balance in the wines. It also allows winemakers to achieve consistency in the wines that they create because of different vineyards, and also produce wines that are greater than the sum of its parts. So not reliant on that particular vineyard, the weather conditions. They have a bit more to play around with. And also, it shows vineyard diversity and terroir influences from multi areas. For single vineyards, especially like in Burgundy or Bourgogne, it's very much kind of single vineyard, terroir-driven type of wines. They talk about terroir expression. They talk about perceived quality because it's from that specific area. They talk about exclusivity and rarity because you only can have a fixed amount of wine created from that single vineyard. And also the price perception as well. Generally, single vineyard wines, again, like Bourgogne, are a lot more expensive than the multi-regional type of wines. So in summary, single vineyard wines offer pure expression of a specific time and place, whereas multi-regional blends allow winemakers to create a bit more complexity and consistent wines by combining strength of different regions. And both approaches have their merits, but single vineyard wines offer often commanding a higher price compared to multi-regional wines and uniqueness. The question is, do you have a preference on multi-regional single vineyard wines, and what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I don't have a preference. My thoughts are it kind of reminds me of coffee. And maybe 10 years ago, there was this whole thing about single origin coffee is the best. You got to have it. And then I was like, oh, but blends taste pretty damn good as well. I think there's pros and cons for both. I think it's more risky with single vineyard. You've got nothing to hide from. The elements, the weather, the terroir that you've got to work with, what happened during that vintage is all you've got. Whereas with blending it with multiple sites, you've got a bit of assurance and consistency. But ultimately, if it tastes good, who bloody cares? Exactly. I don't know if I care. Like, as long as it tastes good.
Yeah, maybe we're just thinking a bit too much.
Yeah.
Because I know Burgundy, it's always like single vineyard, whereas for Australia, most iconic wine that everyone always thinks of is Grange, which is multi-regional. Yeah. So maybe like both have their own merits, and just interested to see what you and also what you guys think about multi-regional versus single vineyard wines.
Yeah, let us know in the comments below. Good thought of the week.
What have you been thinking about?
I've also been inspired by what we're going to talk about today with Penfolds, because I want to talk about our man Nigo. He's at it again.
What's he doing?
Nigo,
he does a lot of stuff.
He always gets into it. Nigo, the creative partner of Penfolds. I got to say, I was kind of like, maybe you're okay, but this time I think he's just gone overboard. I think
a bit cray-cray.
He's want to be cray-cray, and I just don't think it makes sense. So Nigo, we've done a couple of episodes on him. Last time we were talking about they released the Penfolds One wine, where he designed the wine label, crocodile, monkey, chicken, something else.
The rug?
The rug was part of he redesigned the box for the Grange. Yeah. And I was liking his varsity jackets. I thought that was pretty cool and unique. So I was kind of like, Nigo, you're doing all right. And then I saw his latest release. It's inspired by the chimneys of Penfolds Winery. And I don't know if I'm into it. Have you seen his latest creation?
No, I haven't.
So let me talk about it. It's called the Penfolds 65F. By Nigo.
Yeah.
And it's a Cabernet Sauvignon Shiraz blend, which sounds fine.
Yeah.
Priced across South Australia vineyards, but it's got a hefty price tag, $395
wow.
per bottle, right? It's not cheap. And so you'd think the quality of the wine must be fantastic. But Nigo's a creative artist. He's a fashion designer.
Does that make it worth that money?
Yeah. So he's. I think what they've tried to do is add some of his designs to increase the value of it and make it worth it. And so I'll put this up on the episode, but I want to show you, Trent. When I'm talking about the chimney, this is the chimney from
I know it.
Penfolds that inspired him, and it's from their Penfolds McGill Estate Winery. It looks like a massive cigarette to me with Penfolds, a red and white cigarette. And the reason that it's called 65F is because I think it's about 65 feet tall.
Okay.
So what he's done the packaging, and firstly, this is the packaging of the box. It's a white and red cigarette, but I think it's meant to be the chimney.
Yeah.
Right? That's one thing. But to add more value to your $395, they've added a chalk tag that you can write something on.
Oh, wow.
In a pencil designed by Nigo.
Wow.
Right? Of course, this is $395.
Bought from Kmart.
Exactly. Then they've added this cork bottle stop with the Penfolds smoke on it.
Coming out from a chimney.
Coming out from a chimney.
Oh, yeah, I get it.
And make it even more valuable, the wrapping paper on it, it's got this cool Penfolds logo on it. So,
but the thing is that people will still be buying this.
People will be buying it. I just don't know if that's worth it. I mean, let me tell you something about the cork stop, right? You can't use it in its current state because the fake smoke plastic on the top is going to break if you use it. So you have to take it off before you apply the cork stop. I think it's gone too far.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think Nigo is a no-go.
Maybe. And I got to say, I like all of his other stuff, but the stuff with the 65F, I don't know.
I feel like Penfolds have paid Nigo, hey, I need like 20 different things this year. It's like, gee, I'm running out of ideas. There's only so much I can do. Oh, I know, a cork stop.
That's exactly what happened. He saw the chimney. He went, I'll just do something about this. I'm under pressure.
You haven't seen the Penfolds Nigo undies, have you?
Not yet. They're probably the next release that they're going to do. There'll be cork
stops. It's got smoke coming out from it as well.
That's right. So if anyone's seen the Penfolds 65F from Nigo, let us know in the comments below if you would buy it. And why? And if not, and why? Because I don't think I would be paying that money for that.
I think the F stands for something else.
It does, and we won't talk about that. That's Penfold's product. But yeah, what are we talking about today?
Oh, it is Penfolds. And when I mention Penfolds, what do you think of?
I think of a Australian icon. That's what I think of.
And what are the wines that you think of when you think Australian icon?
Grange is always number one. But to be honest, of late, this one that we've got in front of us, the St Henri, is always in the conversation.
Yeah. I think Grange is always that iconic one, but that's like, $1,000 or something like that. But St Henri is like, if you can't afford the Grange, the St Henri is a very solid and reliable wine to kind of go for. Yeah. It's always the wine that, you bring to family dinners, that, it's not cheap, but it's not crazy expensive. But people go, oh, St Henri, oh, geez.
You're right. I bought it to the last Christmas dinner that I had. Yeah.
So it's like a name that everyone knows, and everyone also associates with quality as well. And I've had quite a few St Henris. I know that your good mate also loves St Henri as well.
Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of like, I don't know, everyone that has this Penfolds, mate, it's not, I don't know who you're talking about, but everyone I know that has a Penfolds connection, they buy cases of it because it's good quality at a good enough price point. Yeah.
So just a bit of history on St Henri. I think I've often taken for granted, but there's a lot more to it. So it was first produced in 1888 by Leon Edmond Majeur and named after either the son Henri, or the wife was called Philomene Henriette, so one of them two. It disappeared, and then it came back in 1953 by John Davern, who worked at Penfolds. And initially, it was a Cabernet and Mataro blend, and it was released at that point at the same price as a Grange.
Wow.
So obviously, Grange has kind of gone one way, St Henri's maybe has gone the same way, but not just as much, which is interesting. So again, mentioning before, it's a multi-regional blend from South Australian regions, from Barossa Valley, Clare, Coonawarra and Adelaide Hills. So all across South Australia. The big thing about it, which is very different towards Grange, it does large oak vats or foudres, which is a 1,460 litre old oak vat, sometimes 50 years old, which means that there's not that much oak elements to it, but it still provides a bit of a roundness and tannins to the St Henri, and it's aged there for about 15 to 18 months. So generally, it has a bit more fruit, softer talons, a bit more of an elegant wine compared to Grange. And the thing that I think of about St Henri that I've had before is around generosity.
Yeah.
Like this kind of plushness, roundness, and generous type of wine. It's a wine that you can drink now.
Yeah.
Or it can sell for up to 50 years. And that's said by Peter Gago in all his videos as well. So it's a very kind of good wine that you can drink both now or keep in the cellar. This is a 2012 one that we've got today. But I'll let you try it while I'll talk through some of the differences, because people always go Grange as being that kind of iconic Shiraz and also St Henri being a Shiraz as well. So St Henri is generally talked about as being more elegant and approachable, while Grange is a bit more richer and fuller. So the style for St Henri is fruity, juicy, concentrated, whereas the Grange is a bit more robust, muscular and concentrated. The flavour profile for St Henri is a floral dark berry praline, whereas for Grange is a prune, licorice, blueberry. So when you summarise it in terms of structure, St Henri is elegant, whereas the Grange is a bit more powerful. That's probably due to the oak usage as well. St Henri, again, 100% old oak for up to 50 years and no barrel fermentation, whereas with the Grange, 100% new American oak with barrel fermentation. Obviously, with the new American, a bit more stronger, robust tannin influence onto the wine. That's why you didn't have to leave it for a bit longer, whereas the St Henri is a bit more approachable, young. You're tasting it now. What are your thoughts?
Firstly, I'm surprised that the Grange is not described as elegant. I've never had a Grange, and I always thought it'd be elegant in the description, but that surprised me. Look, I think with this, everything about it is just, I want to use smooth operator, but it's not, everything just works is the way I think about it. The smell is nice. It's kind of given this plummy kind of bit of leather in there. The flavors in there. It's got the fruit, a bit of chocolate. It's got a long finish to it. There's nothing harsh or painful about what I'm tasting. Everything just works well together. It's reliable. It's very trustworthy.
Yeah, 2012, I think, is one of the better vineyards. So this is now, 13 years old. So I think it's right in the drinking window at the moment. But again, plums, blackberries, I had kind of crushed violets and chocolate coming through. It's very delicious, very drinkable. And it's a gorgeous wine for, what are you paying for it now? I think you can get it from Costco.
You can get it from Costco. There's discounts there. I think retail, it's probably around 120.
Yeah.
But certainly look out for the sales that you can.
Yeah. So the other thing about the 2012 is generally Shiraz, but also has a touch of Cabernet Sauvignon as well for structure. So for this one, 3% Cabernet Sauvignon to provide that, what they call a bit more structure and cassis perfume to the wine. So that's quite interesting as well.
It's always the chocolate hit that I get out of it. It's kind of like nice dark chocolate. There's no bitterness around this. So just really enjoyable. I do think it's a trustworthy wine. Is it Australia's most trustworthy wine? What do you think?
I think
red wine, sorry.
I think it is. Like when you think about what you got to bring to a family dinner.
Yes.
You want to take a trusted partner, as you would do that kind of trusted date and girlfriend, when you first meet your parents. And you think with a St Henri, it'll be that person that everyone go, yes, I trust this person. I'm
trying to think of what wines would represent the other girlfriends that you'd bring home. But yeah, okay, yeah, I get
like a crazy Montepulciano or Nebbiolo, something like that.
Very acceptable.
Don't bring a yellowtail though.
Don't bring a yellowtail. That would be a something else. But trustworthy, it ticks all the boxes. That's what it does.
Yeah, gorgeous wine. What'd you give it? Corkscrews out of 10?
Oh, it's so reliable.
Well, it's so reliable, it's boring, is it?
Correct. That's the problem. I was going to go 8 straight away, but it's so reliable that it's between a 7 and an 8. I will throw a 7 right now. You know why?
Why?
We've just tasted so many other wines with different layers of complexity, and maybe I'm a bit biased because I've had so much of this that it's become a bit boring.
Oh, look at you then. Oh, I just had so much of this one.
Only on sale. That's the only time I have it.
Yeah, I think giving it 5 out of 10 because I had so much Grange.
I have it. So probably it's between 7 and 8 right now. I'll say a 7. What about you?
I'll probably give it an 8. I think St Henri with a bit of age onto it is something that's absolutely delicious, gorgeous, and something that's so trustworthy as well.
Absolutely. Let us know in the comments below if you've got any reds that you think is more trustworthy than the Penfolds St Henri. That's us here at the Wind Up. As we like to say here, drink more, try more, learn more. Thanks all.